All right, guys, good morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching. Today, you are very, very lucky because I have a really special guest with me today. And I would like to introduce him. His name is Sam.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam. Welcome to our math lesson on, what are we doing today?
Balancing
Register?
Yeah.
Yeah, a check register. This, guys, is one of the most important skills that you'll have as kids growing up to teenagers to being adults. Okay, so listen close. First things first, we want to do some vocabulary. So the first word that we have is deposit. Now, a deposit.
Can I say it? No.
A deposit is a transaction. Okay, that's a big fancy word for something that you do. Remember, we had that conversation the other day. It's something that you do, okay, in which a sum of money is put into the bank account by the owner. So this is, remember, this is an addition because it's a deposit. We're putting it in. Okay, so Sam's going to give us some examples.
Depositing a paycheck.
Or depositing cash, yeah. So we can deposit a paycheck, we can deposit cash. Those are examples of a deposit, okay? It's like magnetic, maybe? We're learning about my little stylus here. The next word is a withdrawal, okay?
A withdrawal transaction is subtracted from an account by the owner.
Okay, and then that's going to be, because we're subtracting it, that's the clue that this is going to be a subtraction. So an example is paying for a purchase, right? One of Sam's favorite purchases to do is, what's your favorite thing to buy? Robots. That's a true story. We have like 72 million of them. Okay. Well, yeah, 372 million, same thing. What about a transfer?
Money can be transferred between the same moving money from the savings account to the checking account.
So, for example, my family's going on a big trip this summer, and we've been saving money so that we can pay for it. So when it comes time to go on the trip, we're going to transfer the money from my savings account into my checking account so we can pay for the trip. Okay? So here's the last piece, and we're going to scroll down. This should be on your paper, okay? And so we're just going to label which is each type. So you can pause the video and try labeling whether using the three words. Is it a transfer? Is it a deposit? Is it a withdrawal? Okay? Okay, so checking these out, you have a transfer because this is moving. I lost my pen again. Is moving money, so that's your key. This is removing cash, so you think that's like subtraction, that's a withdrawal. Deposited, you know that's like a positive. Putting money, that's a positive, so that's a deposit. And then paying, so you're paying for something, that's a negative. Okay? All right, so here's the fun part. This is balance, this is a check register. Okay, now most people do their banking online. So I do want you to go home and ask your mom and dad, like, how do you balance your check register? What program do you use? Do you use the little booklet that comes with your checkbook? Do you use Quicken? There's one that's online, I think it's called Mint. So ask your parents, how do you balance your money? So balance, right? This balance over here is what you have. Okay, Sam wants to say something. Okay, well, he may come back and say it. So right now in this bank account, I have $560, okay? But I went to the pet store and I did a withdrawal. So remember, withdrawals are negative, deposits are positive. So I spent $45 at the pet store. So I need to figure out, what do I have? What's my new balance after I went to the pet store? Well, if I had $560, I have to take away 45. So down here, we're going to do some math, right? And we're going to figure out, okay. And so I'm left with Yeah, 515. Good job. Sam did that math in his head. Woo woo. Okay, so we're going to move this down. And so now my new balance after going to the pet store is $515. Okay. Then, the dog. Remember I told you about the dog that got sick? Now we had to go to the veterinarian. And so we had to pay. So now my new balance, oh, I lost my pen again. My new balance was $515, but I had to go and spend $175.50 at the veterinarian. Dogs are expensive, just so you know. Remember, guys, this is the key. Don't forget about those decimal points. You've got to line up your decimal points in order for the math to work. Yeah. So we have 10, 9, 10. So, oh, wait, no, just kidding. So now we have 5. This is 0 minus 0. I can just subtract. So this is 10 minus 5 is 5. Can't do this. So 14 minus 5 is what? Sam? Okay, good. And then we have 0 minus 7. Oh, can't do that. Got to come over here. What's 10 minus 7? Sam? Okay, and then what's 4 minus 1? Okay, good. So now my new balance should be, based on my math, $339.56. So let's check and see if we're right. Yep, there we go. Okay, so now we have our balance. And we did now have one more transaction. Okay, this is a paycheck. Yes, I've been going to work all this time so that I can take care of my dog. And so now I had $339.50, but I deposited, yes, $635.40. So now we're going to add because it was a deposit. So now our new balance is going to be 0 plus 0. What's 5 plus 4? 9. 9 plus 5? Okay. 3 plus 3 plus 1. 7. 6 plus 3. I beat you. 9.
No, the answer is not.
Okay. So now my final balance after all these transactions is $974.90. So do you see, I like balancing checkbooks because I'm either going to subtract or I'm going to add. Okay, I'm adding or subtracting, so the math isn't hard. The only thing you have to remember, well, lots of things, but is these decimal points. The decimal points can be tricky, and as you know, we can make several mistakes that way. Okay, let's try this next one. Now, this one is a little harder because you have to actually think about it. It gives you nothing. You have a blank transaction record, okay, and it gives you all the information. Okay, you have to, though, put it in order. Okay, Sam has something to say. Okay, so we got to go by date. So what's the first one? The first one is this May 1st. So we're going to write it in, and it tells us her account balance was $865. So the first thing you're going to do, oh, I need my arrow, okay, is write in the things. So you write in the date, 10/1. Okay, you write in what was the thing. Well, this is just my balance. This is what I have. It wasn't a deposit. It wasn't a withdrawal. It wasn't a transfer. It was just giving me my balance, which was $865. Okay, all right. So the next thing, let's look at the dates. What's the next one that happened? So the next one that happened is 10/3. This one right here. All right, so on 10/3, so we're going to write the date, 10/3. Martina, what did Martina do? Okay, Sam, so if she paid her bill, is that going to be a deposit, a withdrawal, or a transfer? Did she give it? Did she give it? Did she give it? Did she take it away, or did she move it? That's right. It's a spending. Okay, so we are going to put that into our check register. Okay. Okay, and now I know that she had $865. She spent $42.60. So now I have to figure out what is my new balance. So if she had $865, she spent $42.60, right? Ah, those are horrible zeros. And so 0 minus 0 is 0. This becomes 4, right? Becomes 5. 14 minus 2. Oh, wait, just kidding. 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. And I'm just doing the talking in my head. So now her new balance should be $822.40. Okay, awesome. So then we go back up here, and what's the next thing that she did? Well, the next thing was 10-4. And on 10-4, it says that she transferred money, $100, to her savings account. So she's going to save some money. Maybe she's going on a trip. So that's going to go in the transfer aisle. Okay, so you write the date. Oh, arrow. You write the date. You write what it is. It's a transfer. How much money it is. And then, guys, you've got to come over here and you've got to add to find your new balance. So if it was $100, we know that she's now going to have, she took it out. Sorry, that's a minus. So she had $722.40. So that's going to be her new balance. All right. So next one was on 10-5. And on 10-5, she did a withdrawal of $74.20 because she needed groceries. And so then, remember, it's just going to be like this process, this continuation of, okay, so now I have to subtract $74.20, and I should get $648.20, okay? And then the last one that she does is a withdrawal, because she had to pay for her cell phone, which was $85.80. And so once she's done with that, her new balance is $562.70. Okay, so that's how you fill things in. This is how you do the math over here. Okay, now let's go to this next page. Your job is to now pause the video and you're going to answer these questions. Do you like my smiley faces? They're cute. So you're going to look at what we have. Well, she started off with $1,420. She spent some money. You need to find out what these pieces of information are, okay, in order to answer all of these questions, okay? So pause the video and go ahead and do it. All right, so now when I look, you should have $869.20 is what their balance is after they spent money here. And then once they made their deposit, you have a new balance of $2,022.70. But then you had to go to the doctor, and so you have to figure out, oh, that's the one we didn't know. We need to figure out what goes right here. So let's do that together. If my balance was this, and then it was this, I can subtract these two things and figure out what that missing piece is. So when I subtract, that's 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. This becomes 10. 12 minus 6 is 6. 9 minus 9 is 0. So I can figure out that it cost me $60 to go to the doctor. Okay? And so now I can answer these questions. What was the account balance at the end of the day on 12/7? Well, that's going to be this amount right here. So it should have been $869.20. How much did Jamal spend on the Christmas present? Oh, we missed a piece. Okay. So I need to erase. We got to do the same process that we just did. How much did he spend on the Christmas present? Well, he had, hold on. He had $869.20 minus, oops, $772.70. So we do the math. This becomes 8. 12 minus 7.
No, don't tell me the difference.
Okay. It's 5. Okay. So how much did he spend on the Christmas present? When I subtracted those, I got $96.50, and there it is, $96.50. How much was the doctor visit? That's the one we figured out, $60. And then it says on 12/15, Javal found an account balance of $2,220.70. Is this correct? 12/15, Jamal found the account balance to be no, that is not correct, because we did the math. And what should the balance be? It should be $2,022.70. This means he must have added his paycheck wrong. So this is the correct way to do this. Okay, so now there's a practice page that I want you to go ahead and try with balancing a check register. All right, Sam's got one more message for you.